The parable of the weeds, unveiling the mystery of good and evil. In the vast expanse of life's fields, a profound parable unfolds, a tale that transcends time, echoing ancient wisdom. Today we embark on a journey to explore the mystery concealed within the parable of the weeds, a narrative that delves into the very fabric of good and evil. Greetings, fellow seekers of truth. Today we turn to the words of Jesus, found in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 13, verses 24 to 30. Let us unravel the layers of meaning within the parable of the weeds. Jesus told them another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while everyone was sleeping, his enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat and went away. When the wheat sprouted and formed heads, then the weeds also appeared. The owner's servants came to him and said, "Sir, didn't you sow good seed in your field? Where then did the weeds come from?" "An enemy did this," he replied. The servants asked him, "Do you want us to go and pull them up?" "No," he answered, "because while you are pulling the weeds, you may uproot the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. At that time I will tell the harvesters, first collect the weeds and tie them in bundles to be burned, then gather the wheat and bring it into my barn." This parable unveils the complexities of coexistence, good and evil entwined, flourishing side by side. The sower, representing God, plants the seeds of goodness, yet an adversary sows seeds of discord and deception under the cover of darkness. The question arises, why does the master allow the weeds to persist? Is there a profound lesson in this tension between righteousness and corruption? Matthew 13, verses 36 to 43 read, "Then he left the crowd and went into the house. His disciples came to him and said, 'Explain to us the parable of the weeds in the field.' He answered, 'The one who sowed the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world, and the good seed stands for the people of the kingdom. The weeds are the people of the evil one, and the enemy who sows them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the age, and the harvesters are angels. As the weeds are pulled up and burned in the fire, so it will be at the end of the age. The Son of Man will send out his angels, and they will weed out of his kingdom everything that causes sin and all who do evil. They will throw them into the blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Then the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Whoever has ears, let them hear." The parable of the weeds, as shared by Jesus in the Gospel of Matthew, provides profound insights into the complexities of human existence and the coexistence of good and evil. This timeless narrative offers valuable lessons that can be applied to various aspects of our lives. Understanding the coexistence of good and evil, the parable acknowledges the reality that in this world, good and evil often exist side by side. Just as the wheat and weeds grow together in the field, our lives are often marked by the simultaneous presence of positive and negative elements. This recognition prompts us to acknowledge the complexities of the human experience, the importance of patience and discernment. The master in the parable advises against hastily uprooting the weeds, as doing so might harm the wheat. This imparts a lesson in patience and discernment. In our lives, we encounter situations and people that may challenge our sense of right and wrong. The parable encourages us to exercise patience, allowing time for understanding and discernment before passing judgment. Resilience in the face of adversity. The wheat in the parable symbolizes resilience in the face of adversity. Despite the presence of weeds, the wheat continues to grow and mature. Similarly, the parable encourages us to stand firm in our values and principles, even when faced with challenges or opposition. It teaches us that goodness has the strength to endure and flourish amidst difficulties. Divine justice and the end of the age. The parable introduces the concept of a final harvest, where the wheat is gathered and the weeds are separated for judgment. This aspect of the parable speaks to the idea of divine justice and a final reckoning. In our lives, it encourages a perspective that transcends immediate circumstances, reminding us that ultimate justice may be beyond our understanding and is in the hands of a higher power. Personal responsibility. The parable highlights the responsibility of individuals to choose between good and evil. While the sower plants good seed, an adversary sows weeds. This dual agency emphasizes the role of personal choice in shaping our character and the world around us. It prompts us to be mindful of our actions, recognizing the impact they can have on ourselves and others. Striving for righteousness. Ultimately, the parable of the weeds calls us to strive for righteousness. By choosing goodness, kindness, and moral integrity in our actions, we align ourselves with the metaphorical wheat. The parable inspires us to be a positive force in the world, contributing to the collective flourishing of what is good and virtuous. In applying the lessons of the parable of the weeds to our lives, we gain insights into navigating the complexities of human relationships, understanding the nature of good and evil, and fostering a sense of resilience and patience in the face of life's challenges. It prompts us to be mindful of our choices and to cultivate a spirit of goodness that can endure and prevail even in the midst of adversity. In the grand tapestry of existence, the parable of the weeds teaches us patience, resilience, and the certainty of divine justice. As we navigate the fields of life, let us strive to be the wheat, standing tall in the face of adversity, awaiting the day of harvest. May the wisdom of this parable guide our hearts, and may the light of righteousness prevail in the fields of our souls. Until next time, fellow seekers, may you walk in the light of understanding,